10 signs that a man loves and adores you. In this training, you're going to discover the signs to look for that a man is starting to develop a deep emotional bond and love for you so that you can have a loving relationship without men pulling away, losing interest, or being misled that he's interested when he's actually not. Hi, I'm Brody Boyd, if you don't know me already, and for over 20 years combined with my wife, Antia, we've been helping thousands of successful women all over the world to get a loving, long-term, and committed relationship with a high-quality man without loneliness, frustration, or wasting any more time. So let's go ahead and dive right in. First sign that a man loves and adores you is that he gives you space. If a man truly cares about you, he's going to see the relationship as a beautiful flower that needs to be nurtured and cultivated. And if he's constantly pressing you or trying to progress the relationship too fast or trying to tell you what to do, then he knows the relationship is not going to last. The best things are often built on a solid foundation, which means digging the deep roots so that eventually the relationship can start to take off. So he may be taking it slow intentionally to try to make sure you have a solid foundation together. The next sign that a man loves and adores you is that he admits when he's jealous. He actually wants to develop such an open communication channel with you that he'll actually let you know something that may be a little more sensitive or maybe hurts his ego a little bit, that he is jealous of another man that may be interested in you or that he suspects you may have some interest or attraction towards. So he's going to say something like, I don't like it when you're talking to that guy, or when you're around that guy, it makes me a little bit jealous or makes me a little bit nervous. Or he may just share that he gets uncomfortable when you're talking to other guys that he can sense are interested in you. So that's a good sign that he's developing deeper, stronger feelings, that he's feeling that jealousy, and that in fact, he's letting you know about that and from a powerful place, not from a place of from a positive place, not from a place of trying to control you and trying to manipulate you, but just authentically sharing his emotions. The next sign that a man loves and adores you is that he shares his life with you. He wants to open his life to you like an open novel and an open book, to let you know about the things he cares about, the things he's doing, the people he cares about that are in his life. So he's going to be sharing those things with you, both his past, his present, and his future. His past, the things he's done and experienced. His present, what he's doing lately, where he goes, what he enjoys, hobbies, and then the future as well, what he wants to do with his life, where he sees his life going, especially if he communicates to you how he sees you in that picture from an authentic place, not a place of trying to manipulate you and give you fake fantasies, but that he's actually making concrete plans of things you can do together, adventures, and the long-term commitments that he sees for the two of you as well is a very good sign. The next sign that a man loves and adores you is that he keeps his word with you. When he says he's going to do something, he actually does it and he follows through with actions, so that he's not blowing smoke towards you and saying a bunch of things that sound nice, but he's actually backing that up and doing what he says he's going to do, even in small ways as well as big ways. He says he's going to doing something, he's making a commitment to, he's making a promise, and then he keeps that commitment, he keeps that promise, he keeps that word. That's a sign that he's making that extra effort and making sure that he maintains the integrity in the relationship so the relationship itself stays in integrity and that he doesn't risk screwing up the relationship or losing you. He's making sure it's a quality relationship and that you can trust him because he wants you to trust him so that you can have a great relationship together and stay with him in the future. The next sign that a man loves and adores you is that he's okay saying no to you. If a man truly loves and adores you, he's going to know that part of a solid foundation for a relationship is that you also respect him and that he's not just going to become a doormat or a nice guy and tell you everything you want to hear and do everything that you want him to do, but he's also going to be in integrity with himself. So he sets boundaries in the relationship so that he doesn't get burnt out and he doesn't sacrifice too much of himself so that he can continue to come to the relationship with a full cup and keep you happy as well as keep himself happy so that the relationship is sustainable. When you get into codependent patterns, what happens is one person can give and give and give, or usually both people can even give to where they eventually are both empty and the relationship fizzles out with drama and pain and it doesn't go anywhere. So he's protecting the relationship by also protecting himself energetically. The next sign that a man loves and adores you is that he asks you how you're feeling. And he does this regularly. He's asking you how you feel emotionally about something that he did, something that happened, or just in general, how you're feeling about life, the relationship, things that you have going on in your life, people that you care about. He's doing emotional check-ins because he doesn't have a fuel tank gauge like you have in your car that says if the tank is on empty or full. Men are not that great at reading emotions oftentimes, so he's making the extra effort to actually ask you, how are you feeling? What is that fuel tank at? Are you low? Are you on empty? Do you need more connection, emotional support, love, affection, words of affirmation, etc.? Or are you full and you're happy and you're feeling loved and you're good? He's going to want to know what that gauge is so that the relationship tank can stay full. The next sign that a man loves and adores you is that he's gentle with your insecurities. If he knows about your insecurities, whether it's your weight, something about your appearance, your age, something about your background, he's going to be sensitive around those things and gentle with those things, and he's not going to use them against you. He's not going to shame you with those things. He's not going to make you feel like you're less than him, less than others. Instead, he's going to actually lift you up in those areas and make you feel attractive, make you feel beautiful, make you feel like you're a worthy woman. He's going to be sensitive to your ego, your sense of self, and he's going to protect that. Again, like nurturing the flower in the greenhouse, he's going to be that protective masculine force for your heart so that you don't feel shame or guilt or not good enough. The next sign that a man loves and adores you is that he's okay with looking goofy for you. I remember this last Christmas season, in fact, the one before that, my wife really wants to always take these family photos with me and her, and then this year with our daughter. I think last year with our daughter as well. Basically photos of us dressed in these Christmas pajamas. And I do not like it. I feel like it is emasculating. I feel like it is embarrassing and is goofy. However, because it's so important to her, I'm willing to make the sacrifice, the giant, massive sacrifice to put on these pajamas and let her take the photos of us. I am willing to do that only because I love and adore her. That is why. So that is a massive sign to look for that he loves you. The next sign that a man loves and adores you is he's excited to introduce you to new things in his life, maybe a new passion he has, something he's interested in and loves, new activities together, something you've both maybe never explored, like a dance class, a concert, going to travel to some new area. Like, he's excited to do those things with you. He's not dragging his feet. He's not keeping his life separate from your life, his interests separate from your interests. He's actually wanting to take you along, take the masculine lead and show you those things and say, hey, come look at this. You're going to love this. And he gets to show you his world and also things that you've both never experienced together. It's a good sign that he's taking you along for the journey and he sees you as his partner in life. The next sign that he loves and adores you is he's not afraid to be himself around you. So he lets his guards down. He shares his vulnerabilities and he shares his insecurities, and he's okay to make mistakes and say the wrong things sometimes because he'd rather be authentic than putting on a mask that's not really him, because he knows, again, that the mask is artificial. It's not going to last. So he's taking off the mask and he's willing to show you his true self, even the ugly parts that you may not like. Of course, it doesn't mean not letting yourself be abused or that he just gets to be a slob around you, but it's a good sign often that he feels comfortable enough to be real with you rather than constantly putting on a show or a pretense of telling you what he thinks you want to hear or being who he thinks you want him to be. So that's a good sign. As you can see, the signs that a man loves and adores you can sometimes be counterintuitive, they can sometimes be subtle, or they can also sometimes be obvious. The key here is to look for actions over words and to also trust your gut as far as, do you feel he's actually authentic with his emotions? Or is he putting on a pretense? Or is he losing interest? Oftentimes your gut can give you a good sign. And come back to this video for reference if you're not sure if he's acting strange or if things are progressing or if he seems to be pulling away or losing interest. This can be a good guide to keep you on track with him and with your relationship so that you are aware of what's going on with him. Next, if you haven't yet, make sure to take our free love quiz and virtual coaching session to help you get a loving, long-term, and committed relationship with a high-quality man that you want fast without loneliness, frustration, or wasting time with emotionally unavailable men pulling away from you. So to get that, go to getlovequiz.com, or you can click on the link in the description or comments below this training. Much love. Hope this was helpful, and I look forward to talking to you there and seeing you in our next powerful trainings as well very soon. Bye-bye.